Back in the Lake District, it parked at Hartsop in a little car park back there, as you can see. And today we are looking at going to a couple of places, hopefully. Crags and Angletarn Pikes. That's the plan. So first off, we head towards Water, and there is a station at the filter station or something like that at the gate at the bottom of Water. So given that obviously somebody at some point must need to get there, there's quite a nice path. Nice path. So we meander towards the sun there, and just keep heading upwards. Now, last week when I came, I was pointing out various fells and saying that's that. And I was wrong on most of them. So that's Hartsop Dodd, which I kept saying was Grey Crag, and it isn't. And that's Grey Crag in front there. I think if you go up Grey Crag, you can follow it along to Thornthwaite, the Thornthwaite Beacon anyway. But not for me today. Today it's a walk up this road, and then we turn left and go uphill, and that's basically the route that we'll be heading up. So I'll check back in a few minutes, let you know where we're up to. So we started off at Hartsop, which is at the bottom of that valley. You see there is a path there on the other side of the valley towards that building, which then doubles back on itself and zigzags up to top of Crags. So that's Crags there. But we're continuing along this path to Water itself. Never actually been to Water that I can think of. We've seen it when we were on High Street, but not actually been to Water, so it'd be quite nice to actually see that. Weather's not too bad at the minute. It's not warm, but it's not cold either. It's about 9-10 degrees, something like that, so it's quite nice to walk in. And seen a couple of people so far at the car park who headed off. They're on the other side of the water here. So I'm just going to continue straight along this path to Water, and then at some point we need to climb up to that side of the mountains, the mountain range. So we've gained about 250 foot, something like that, 250 metres rather at the moment. And so we're making our way up slowly but surely. No great rush today. It's only about 8:15, so plenty of time. Three quarters of an hour into the walk, and I've now reached Water, which is very nice. Gained quite a bit of height. The wind's picked up a bit, which you might be able to pick up on the mic, so I'll try and shield that a little bit. But we've reached Water, and so what we do now is we swing round following that path, follow it around, and we pick up that wall, and then that wall takes us up to another wall where we turn left. So making quite good time so far, 45 minutes in, and we're getting quite a lot of height. The ultimate aim is actually we've got to be over there, which is back the way I came. but anyway, we'll get there at some point. So there's a better view of Water. Beautiful, absolutely lovely little place. And a bit like last week actually, hardly seen anybody. So I saw a couple at the car park, and that's been it. I suppose it's only 9:15, something like that, 9:15. But I've not really seen anybody. That's the height we've gained so far, which is quite good to see. Means we're going up, which is what we need to do. But a slight change of plan, in that because my legs are feeling all right, I'm going to go to rest Dodd first. So basically following the same sort of track. It's just you have to branch off to the right and go up for a bit. to get to top of Rest Dodd, but it's only early. The weather doesn't look like it's going to be too bad all day today. They did say cloud would roll in, but it's not going to rain supposedly. And yeah, so I thought, what the heck, let's get Rest Dodd done as well. And then it's another one knocked off the list. I always used to say to Theo, if you get one done, go home. Jobs are good, isn't it? One less to do. But I was thinking this walk is very, very similar to when you do Seat Sandal. Lovely walk up a valley, obvious path, and then probably when I get to Rest Dodd, bit of a heck on the way up there. But other than that, it is very, very similar. Decent path, not too, it's uphill obviously, but it's not uphill to the extent that you think, oh god, I'm not sure how much more of this I can take. So certainly not like High Hearts Up Dodd that I did last week, which is over that away. Actually that's Hearts Up Above How, you can see there. But anyway, here's what it is. Swing round, there's High Street over there. So bit to the top of that already with Theo. But for now we'll continue following this path up to the wall, and then I think at some point we break off to the left. Find out when we get there. Well, after an hour and 10 minutes nearly, we've pretty much gained as much height as we need to. We just got a final slog up now to Rest Dodd, and that is Rest Dodd there, straight ahead. So it's about 180, 190 metres climbing, but the last little bit I've just done there is all sloppy and horrible. You can see all the muck and there, but I didn't get a bootful like I did going down the Scandale Pass last week, which is a bonus. And then all of a sudden you come across this civilization, stones, a path that I won't get my foot wet in. So follow that path for a little bit, just to the other side of that sort of peat hag there, and then you turn right, and then the path goes straight up there to the top of Rest Dodd. On the final slog up to the top of Rest Dodd now, you can see it there. Once you come off that nice gravelly path, to be brutally honest, it's not obvious where the heck you go next. There's no clear path that I could see anyway. Up near the top you could see some sort of zigzag, but I couldn't actually see a start to it. Looking down the hill now, I still can't see it, so I'm not quite sure. So I've just sort of turned off and headed rather gingerly through this tufty grass, keeping my eyes open for anything that looks a bit boggy, but nothing so far, thankfully. So yeah, I said on the last video that my average mile up a hill is about 40 minutes, and that second mile was 40 minutes, so my watch just told me that, so I thought, yeah, you're right, that's about normal for me. So quite a nice steady pace. I've been going for an hour and 20 minutes now, something like that, and it's great that you got up here. I've just seen two fellas there, said hello to. Other than that, not seen a soul since the car park, not seen a soul, and it's just gorgeous out in the hills. A little bit of wind, it's quite nice and warm. In fact, this is perfect walking weather. It's just about warm enough that you need a fleece, but not that hot, not that cold that you're having to put more and more layers on, or too hot so you're having to take more and more layers off and carry them around. It's just a perfect temperature, so really enjoying this today. Well, after a bit of mucking about over there, coming up that tusty grass or whatever it's called, I found a path. So Rest Dodd's just over the other side of that wall there, so should be there in 15-20 minutes, something like that now. Having a lovely amble up a path, an actual path that I can see where other people's feet have been. That's what you like, isn't it? A path. So what a great little walk. Been going for have a look, 86 minutes. 86 minutes, so nearly an hour and a half. Fly just got in my mouth. I told you I saw a couple of people, but that's been it. Other than that, it's absolutely beautiful. Look around all the various fells over there. High Street, Grey Crag there, parts of Dodd. My ultimate aim, which was over there, you can't see it anymore, Angletarn, Pikes. But we'll get to the top of Rest Dodd first and then see where we go. So the top of Rest Dodd, there it is. I just dropped down a little bit because it's incredibly windy up here now. We're exposed. So yeah, lovely little walk. And then if I swing the camera around, that lump you can see in the foreground there is the Nab, and then you're looking across to Ullswater then, and Place Fell, Beeder Fell, all those sorts of things are all over there. So it's going to start heading down this way for now, and then see where we go after that. But you should be able to see, there they are. I was looking on the Walk Lakes, walklakes.co.uk is the place I go to for when it comes to any sort of maps or whatever, and they say on the Nab there's loads of peat hags, and you can see them there. Amazing feature. So we'll head a little bit further down and see where we go to next. So just come down from Rest Dodd. You come down that way, and it did say on the Walk Lakes website that it's steep, and it is, and there is a path, but with so many people tramping up and down it, there are some bits where there's proper foothold, there's some bits where it's just smooth as anything. And much as I hate going off a path, to be honest, you had no option. You just had to put at least 1 foot to one side just to avoid sliding down it. But drop down now to drop down about 118 metres, something like that. I wish I knew what it was in feet. About 600 foot or something, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, I've dropped down about 180 metres, and I'm going to head to the Nab next, which is that away. So we've dropped 180 metres, got about 60 metres of climbing to get back up to there. And then when we come back off the Nab, we come back the same way, and there should be a path which heads over that way. You can see that hole in the wall over there, so that's where we head afterwards. And once we're there, we're on the other side for Brock Crags and Angletarn Pikes. So the time is now 9:42, been going an hour and 52 minutes. So making decent progress. Did see a couple of lads just as I was coming down. They were going up to Rest Dodd, and they said these peat hags are pretty minging, so to try and skirt as far to the right as you can without obviously putting yourself in any danger. So we'll have a little snoot at that and try to avoid getting wet feet, or even worse, stuck. Okay, I'll give you an update once I'm a bit further along towards the top of the Nab. Well, I'm across the peat hags, and they were horrible. Absolutely horrible. Look at that. Like some sort of alien landscape, isn't it? So you just have to pick your best way, really. But you can see Rest Dodd up there now. That's where I've been. But yeah, I mean, it's soft underfoot. That's the only good thing you can say about it. And it's still soft underfoot now, but through the worst of it. And we've got a 60 metre climb now up to the top of the Nab. And keep your wits about you just in case there's any more sloppy. But back onto a path. A path I can actually see. There's no path through there, there's a vague one, but sometimes it just stops. A big expanse of splats, and you think, oh heck, which way do I go now? So Make your own way, live your own life. But quite good fun actually, quite good fun. The top down there. So that's the second fell done, and we've been going for 2 and a bit hours, 2 hours 20 minutes. If I turn the camera around, that's Rest Dodd, that big jump there. You can see the steepness of the way we came down the front of that, and all that horribleness there, all those peat hags. So now turn around, head back the same way through the peat hags again. You can see that wall there. So basically, just before that wall, the path goes diagonally across, and there's a little break in the wall, so go across there and then just over that little crest, and that's the last of the climbing, the last of the proper climbing done for the day really. So drop down off here. It's not too windy, it's a little bit of a gentle breeze, I think it said. It is gentle, it's nice, just cools you off a little bit. So head down, back over the peat hags to that wall, through the wall about 3/4 of the way across the what you can see on the skyline there, and then up over that crest, and then we're on to Crags. Well, we made it back over the peat hags. There they are in all their glory. It was actually easier coming back. Not quite sure why, but the path that's there's 2 or 3 bits, well, maybe 4 or 5 bits where you have to just, the path kind of stops, and then it's a bit like, make your own way over this bit. But it wasn't that difficult actually coming back. On the way there, it was a lot of, oh my god, how do I get over here? But I think I must have gone too far to the left. So when you come down off Rest Dodd, stick to the right hand side, stick to the path you can see. And there are a few bits where you have to jump across, but it's not that bad. The one thing it's got in its favour is because it's peaty, it's very soft underfoot, it's delicious. but yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that again in a hurry. So the next part of the trip is up that way. We've been going for 2 hours 45 minutes, so head towards the wall. There's a number of gaps in the wall actually, and then over that little col there, and then I should be able to see Crags, and then it's Crags and Angletarn, Pikes. It's 20 to 11 minutes. We're making really good time. Been a really lovely morning. Absolutely perfect. This is perfect walking weather for me. The sun's there. It's not too hot, not too cold, and yeah, you get up here early, get a decent parking space, nice gentle plod along. I've not walked fast at all today. I don't walk fast anyway, but I'm averaging my usual 40 minutes per mile, so this has been really nice way to spend Easter Sunday. I haven't found any eggs, but other than that, not bad. So head up there, and I think once I get to the top of that, that's the final proper bit of climbing for the day. There's a little bit of up and down, but don't think there's as much. And once I'm up there, I think it's time for a brew. So fell number 3 for the day is in sight. That is Crags. A little bit spongy from, it's not too bad. Just got to have a bit of a scoot around as to where you're going to shove your plates of meat, but finally up to the top of Crags. Heading off to Angletarn Pikes now. So come down from Crags, and then you retrace your steps some of the way, but then rather than go completely back to the wall, there's a little branch off which takes you up this way, so it cuts a corner, which is quite cool, and takes you up to a path which I've looked on the map is the coast to coast path, so that's quite cool to be on that. And then Angletarn Pikes, you're just peeking over the top of there. So I think we'll get to Angletarn, and I think I've earned myself a brew. I haven't had a drink yet, well, other than water from my Camelback. So I'm going to get up there, have a cup of coffee and a Mars bar, chill out for 20 minutes, half an hour, and then crack on, do the last one, and then over the top of Angletarn, Pikes, drop down to the side, and then I walk back to the car. So, fun day. It's been had by all. Angletarn just coming into view now there. Beautiful place. I do love these little hidden gems when you're in the Lake District. Little places that, well, I've not been before. I know plenty of people have, but I haven't. And you come around the corner and you go, oh no, that's lovely. So Angletarn is one of them for me now. So I'll get down there. So the top of Angletarn Pikes, there we go. Not a cairning site, but the views are fantastic. I think that's Placefell there, could be wrong, don't know. That's Glenridding over there, so that's Glenridding, Dodd and Sheffield Pike, which me and Theo went up a while ago. That was horrible. I think it said Sunday Crags over there. God, yeah, there's just loads, isn't there? I need Mark Richards here really to tell me which ones are which. But just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful walk. Now it's time to get off this top because it has got exceptionally windy up here. Now we're exposed, so drop down back to the path, and then I think it's a meander down to, I think it's called Boredale Hawes, and then turn back on myself. And I'm dropping back down to Hartsop and the car. You can see Brothers Water over there now. So I'm aiming for kind of around there. So I've still got a bit of a walk left, but there's no more uphill bits. Well, not much uphill bits anyway. Right, so that's it for this walk. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed watching. And I'll see you next time I'm in the lakes.